hello, Jack. Thank you for calling in today and for joining us in our show. Here we are with Father Richard.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
So what's the topic you wanted to discuss today?
So the other day I was reading a book, and I read a quote that I guess I was a little confused by, and I was hoping maybe you guys could clarify it for me. The quote would be, "It is impossible to be grateful and unhappy at the same time." So what do you guys think about that?
Well, first of all, what do you do? What do you interpret? What do you think? Or how do you apply it to your life? I don't know. Why is this a concern for you?
Yeah, so I've been thinking about it just because I think I may disagree a little bit, just because in my own life, I've been sent off to good college, and I've got a good job, and I'm very grateful to have an opportunity to go to the good school and to be working.
You bet.
However, I don't always enjoy it.
Right.
Doesn't always make me happy, but I definitely believe I'm grateful to be doing these things. So that's why I guess I was just a little confused on.
That's good. I think gratitude. So the quote says, "Well, happiness follows gratitude," right? So you're grateful, then you're happy. Now, I think the problem might be on the how you're grateful. So, yeah, I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful. I can walk, right? I'm grateful. I can get around. But Saint Ignatius talks about this, and he says we need to be intimately aware, have intimate knowledge of the blessings of God, so as to be grateful, and then being grateful helps us to grow in God's love. So maybe the problem is, so you need to be grateful and feeling loved by these things. So sometimes, we are aware. I mean, we know that I should be grateful because I'm alive, but I'm not really intimately aware until someone dies around me or something. And then, oh, yeah, now I'm grateful, right? So maybe it's like the degree, if you really feel loved by these gifts, right? Because and so the work, I think, is to be more and more aware of God's gifts every day, and that leads to the happiness.
Yeah, I would just maybe clarify a principle behind all this, and that is, I don't think that quote is saying that the main cause for happiness is gratitude. I don't think it's saying that. All right, the main cause for happiness is God, to possess God. So if I possess God, I'll be happy. So that's why in heaven we will be perfectly happy. Now, it doesn't mean that if I'm grateful, I will be perfectly happy. Not necessarily. I would say that maybe my interpretation, I don't know the context, but my interpretation of the quote would be that within a human level in this world, when we're in a particular situation, if I focus on all the possible negative things, I'm going to be disappointed. If I'm grateful for the good that I have in a given situation, in spite of the negativity that there is, I'll be happy, right? So I'll give you an example. Once I tore my ACL, and I had a ACL repair, and I was in physical therapy, and I was sitting there, and there was this lady next to me complaining because she had injured her ankle. And then we were talking, and I reminded her how I shared my story that in the morning that day I was driving to physical therapy, and I saw a bicycle passing full speed. This guy was like totally into it. And when he passed in front of me, he was missing a leg. And I thought, okay, I'm complaining because I had an ACL tear, and this guy has no leg. So I should be happier and grateful that I have my leg. Does that make sense? So it makes me look at the situation a bit more positively and be happy that, hey, I'm going to physical therapy. I'm having an injury, and I'm getting over it. And then it makes me happy. To be grateful for the good that I have makes me happy, but not absolutely and perfectly forever happy, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that definitely does make sense. I think that's something I struggle with, but yeah, that's definitely good advice.
We all struggle with that same thing. So
yeah,
very good. Well, thank you very much for calling us and for sharing your story and your concern today.
Of course. Thank you.
Take care.
God bless you, Jack.
Take care. God bless.